So the recording is live.
No
I am
problem.
going to share my screen. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. So I'm going to welcome you formally. Roy, thank you for coming. I'm so pleased
No
that you're here,
problem.
and I'm hoping that more people will show up every week. Every Tuesday, we're going to meet here at 8 a.m. And it's so informal, just to get to know each other, find out what we're
Yeah.
working on. Nothing, we're not going to be covering much of anything, just kind of get to know each other. Just the group guidelines, be courteous, positive. Remember, we're all learning. We all have something to give. We all do,
Mm.
right? You have gifts to give me, and I have gifts to give you. Um, like I said, each session will be recorded. The start time is at 8, but the recording will start at 8:10. So if you come next week, just know that we can have a little face-to-face before we start recording. Um, and then like you're doing, you're hiding your camera. And then just a couple more things just to talk about the calendar. We have some really cool things. So every Tuesday is meet and greet, every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Nano Banana. Really excited about that. And then
Ooh, okay.
Thursday, once you get to level 3, we have a 30-day challenge. And
Okay.
we're gonna build an animation in 30 days. And Roy, you
Wow.
might finish it in one day, but it's okay because every day there's going to be new information being um, sent out, and every week we'll kind of hold each other accountable and see where we're at, and just kind of help um, help each other learn. So that's the gist of it.
So,
Tell me more about you. Tell me what you're working on.
so
What you,
honestly,
okay.
I've not really got any background in animation. I've just got writing experience, um, mainly on personal things, YouTube videos, uh, group projects, and so like I have all of these ideas of stories that I want to realize. And especially right now, I can see that AI is just so powerful and it's becoming more powerful.
Yeah,
So I'm just like, okay, maybe it's possible to start something, to actually make something without having, decades of experience in animation.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so I'm really just like a writer, someone with a writing mindset who just wants to learn how to create.
Tell me about that. Tell me what you've like, either what you've written or maybe you've have a background in it. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so honestly, it's mainly just very much indie stuff. Um, I wrote this short story, which was uh, it was included in our university magazine,
Hmm.
but it was just a story I wrote on. Uh, it was about it was about a robot, and it came from space, and it met a boy who was living in a tribe. So I'm interested in like very kind of Afrofuturism kind of stories.
Okay.
So I kind of, yeah, it was a story about mixing worlds, like
Are you in university now, or are you studying anything? Are you done?
Um, I'm done. I'm done now. I graduated just last year.
Cool. So yeah, the great thing about animation, right? It always starts with a story. I
Mm.
mean, you can have AI build it for you, right? But what's the fun in that, right? I mean, if you could just do that, why even get involved, right? If you say, write me a story. So yeah, everything comes back to story.
Mhm.
And so when we're talking about and that in fact in the upcoming 30-day thing, we're going to follow a structure. We've basically followed, can you read that? It says The Writer's Journey,
Oh yeah, yeah, I can read
and
that.
by Christopher Vogler. He
Oh
is
yeah,
world renowned. Um, he has a structure. And the structure is, have you ever seen Star Wars?
of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, oh, I finally got it back. Good. So there's a structure to that, and we're going to follow that. And so there's building of arcs. Do you know what a character arc is?
Yeah, vaguely. The sense where uh character kind of changes.
Exactly.
They have some kind of change.
Yeah, exactly. So he starts out, and so if you think about Star Wars, you have Luke, right? He's just this hacker basically, right? He's this student wants to go back to school, and when he's called by Obi-Wan to action, he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He's reluctant, right? He's the reluctant hero. He's like, whoa, I can't do this. I got to go to help my parents. I got to do this and I got to do this. And so we're kind of going to loosely follow that. You don't have to, obviously, but it's a great
Yeah.
way to look at a structure of your story. Bring in the mentor, right? Obi-Wan Kenobi, challenges. How does the character change? What's the character arc? Everybody kind of changes, right? And so that's what we'll be doing in level three. And it's so easy to up level when you just got here like 2 seconds ago, right? 2 minutes ago. But it's so easy. All you have to do is post, have somebody like your post in like 4 points. You go to the next level, and that type of thing.
Okay.
But the idea of this community really is to help each other. And you said something earlier. You said, you know, I really don't know what I'm doing, but you've already told me that you know about this, right? You know about character arc. Some people may not know character arc. May have never heard of it before. And so to have like-minded people in the group, which is amazing to have someone like you who's fresh out of university or uni, um, is to have a great youthful energy in the group and somebody who's willing to share about themselves and share about what they want to accomplish. So I really hope that you engage yourself in the group and really get focused into what you want. Um, so
Mm.
have you tried any of the tools yet? Like, is there any favorites you've been working on?
In terms of AI tools, I'm not really familiar with the good ones. I know there's one Sora, and
Yeah.
I'm also aware there's Google's VEO as
hmm
well.
hmm
But I haven't tried them. I actually haven't tried them. So
Yeah. So there's a lot. There's so much to choose from, and it seems like every day there's a new feature, a new thing. Um, I started with, like I said, this is a year and a half ago. I started with Leonardo. They've
mm,
updated their motion, but it's expensive, right? Each
yeah.
each month is $25 roughly to have access to some of these sites. But Google VO, what I like about Google VO is you get so let's say you for the free account, I think you get 100 credits, but you can still do a lot with that 100 credits. And I think it might update daily. I'm not positive, but it might be daily. And if that's the case, that's awesome. But
Mm,
the way they break it down is really simple. Let's say you were to buy a month subscription, and that's $25. Think of it as 2,500 credits, basically. Each low level VEO2 render is only 10 credits. So if you only did level two, you could do 250 videos in 1 month. And then it goes up a little bit. The next one is 20 credits. You get a little bit more detail. And then if you want to add audio and better quality, it's 100 credits, which only gives you 25 videos, but is so much better than some of the other sites. Like Runway is really expensive. Runways, you might spend $15, but one render is 600 credits. And you can only do like 3 credits and you're done for the month. 3 renders and you're done for the month. It's like, wow. So,
mm,
so get try to get the free accounts and play. Just play. Try different things. But
mm,
but just tell you one thing is when you're doing prompting, be very specific on what you want and don't take it for granted. Um, like there's this great exercise. I don't know if you've ever heard of this before. A teacher brought in a loaf of bread, peanut butter, and jelly, and told all the kids to tell her how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And so the kids
mm,
wrote down the instructions. He said, put the jelly and the peanut butter on and and then close the sandwich. So she took the peanut butter and jelly and she put it on her arms. She goes, "Is that what you mean?" And everything was
Yeah.
different because they're like, "No." So you have to be very specific in your prompt. You have to, and you can use ChatGPT to help you, or use any of the other Gemini or Grok or whatever, and get highly detailed prompts.
Yeah.
The better the detail, the better your prompt of what you want you're going
Mm.
to get. So don't waste your credits. You know what I'm saying? Don't say animate a cat on a bicycle. You might get something totally wacky. But
Yeah.
if you want to be specific, try to do that. Try to be as specific as possible. And when you're dealing with characters, let's say you have a character that you've created and you really want this one character. It could be a person, it could be anything. Always, name it and describe him or her. You know,
Yeah.
he's a 20-year-old tall man from, wherever, um, from the Caribbean. He loves to dance. He's muscular, and use that same prompt. Repeat it every single prompt, every that the same descriptor at every prompt, and you'll get more consistency that way.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Something I didn't I have uh I kind of have a background with AI. Um because my degree was in engineering, like software engineering. So I have some idea of where it's going, and something that I don't know if you've thought about this. Um with AI, I think where it's going is that you might be able to just upload an image, let's say of a character design, and use that as a prompt to maintain the same character design, because I know it's really hard to keep consistency, right,
Yeah,
each time.
exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So,
just
in Google VO, so you have your prompt. We do our best to do what we can with the prompt. And it doesn't always work that way, but we're hoping that it does. But you also have, can I share that with you real quick?
of course, yeah.
Okay, let me get in there. Now, it works best with Chrome. So you want to make sure that you have the Chrome web browser. I'm just gonna get that real quick here. Just give me a second. So you go to Flow, Google, it's either under labs.google.com. You just go to Flow, Flow, create with Flow. Down here, you have your little window of what you can do, right? So you have text to video, frames to video, which is kind of what you're talking about. You start with an image that you've already built,
Mm.
and they'll be your starting point. And if you want
Oh,
to, so let's
okay.
say you go to frames to video. Now you see there's three buttons at the bottom. You have your initial image, and I have a bunch of images. I do it kind of like this animation. So let's say I pick this one. Let's say I pick this one as my starting point, and it'll take that first image and it'll build off of that first image and create something, based on your prompt. So now you go and I'm going to lower my camera. It's kind of hiding my screen here. So now I'm going to say, um, Blink is my character, the baby blue elephant with pink ears is standing with his mom. Have him run towards the camera into the jungle or something like that. Now, what you're going to see then is it's right now is in VO2 fast. VO2 fast. If I click on this button here, click on it again, you'll see that there's VO3 fast, which is beta audio. If you click on that, it'll give you audio. The audio is pretty good, but it's usually garbage, usually gibberish. Um,
Mm.
but sometimes the music is amazing. So it'll add music, sound effects, all that type of thing. Um,
Mm.
but if you look down here at the bottom of that, it says 10 credits. So VO2 fast is only 10 credits, which is where you want to be when you're just starting out.
I
And
see.
then if you click VO3 fast, that goes to 20 credits. You still get a lot for 20 credits if you get that free month, or if you get that first month, or even if you have a free account. And I always do this one because it's only 20 credits and sometimes you get really good sound. And if you don't
Mm.
like the sound, here's another just real quick. When you go into
Mm.
post-production, you can extract that audio and you can tweak it or copy it and use it for other things. So it's not like it's a waste. I never think of it as a waste. So it's
Mm.
only 20 credits. We'll do this, right? And then um and then down here at the bottom, the third button is our camera shots. Are you familiar with camera shots?
Um, yeah, yeah. I think I know.
Yeah, these are all camera. And most of the ones are like orbit left are very subtle. But
Okay.
I'll show you maybe next. Well, not this in this session, but I'll show you another time. Some of the cool
Okay.
things that happen, and then of course you just go with it. So um, I have so much fun with Google, and the reason why I like Google VO over the others is it kind of gives you a little bit extra, gives you like that little bit of extra that you didn't ask for, and you're like, wow, this is so cool. Like I would have never even. It's not even in the prompt, but it gives you that little bit of extra wow
Mm.
factor. And that's
I
why I like
see.
Google VO.
I
But there's other
see.
ones that are just as good, too, right? Sea Dance is good. I like that one, and Runway is cool. Runway has some really cool effects. So
Okay. And which, so you would recommend Google VEO to start out with?
I like
If
it
you had to
because
recommend,
cost effectively, it's one of the most efficient for
okay.
what you get. Now, you can also get something like there's a company called Galaxy AI. It's like a depository of it so it's like one-stop shop. It has like everything. So if you want to try out something, go to Galaxy AI and you can try out Runway, you can try out Sea Dance, you can try out Luma, you can try out Kling, you can try out Pika. Everything is there to try out,
Mm.
and it's set up a little differently, but it also has a prompt enhancer. VO doesn't have a prompt enhancer, which is kind of a bummer. So here's my opening scene, and there it
Mm.
goes. Not bad, right?
Mm. Not bad for a sentence.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah,
specific at all, was I?
yeah,
So now
yeah.
when you're stopped here, you have this opportunity here. You have choices. So in frames to video, you can actually extend it. So if I go add to scene, which is up here, see that how that highlight add to scene? I go to
Mm.
scene builder, and now let's say I really love that opening scene. Now I can click here and I can either extend it and then type what I want it to do, or I can
Yeah.
jump to a different shot altogether. So if I say extend it and I just say I'll say the elephant, I always try to keep it consistent.
Blinky the blue elf.
The baby blue
I see.
elephant. Oops,
Wow, wow.
elephant with pink ears meets an unlikely friend, and I'll just say a peacock or something like that. I don't know. And then so then I extend it, and then hopefully that's what. Now it's going to switch this VO too fast, which is okay with me. And then I do that.
Mm.
Is it extending it? What happened? What happened? Okay, I'm extending. There we go. Okay.
I
So
see.
so if you get that first money shot, you're like, wow, I don't want to lose this character. I want to be consistent as possible. That's when you want to use extend because now, I'm not saying it's 100%. It's never 100% accurate. Um, and
Yeah,
once you get into prompt engineering and really build out that prompt, you can
yeah.
get better results. This is extremely simple, but
Mm.
it gives you the opportunity to extend and because it
Okay.
does it 8 seconds at a time. So
And is it pretty consistent with in terms of the prompt? So if you were to put the same prompt, um, start all over again, would it give something around the same each time, or
it
is it
usually
somewhat?
does. It depends on, let's see what happens. I'm going to play it.
Wow, Let's see.
Now he looks totally different, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah, looks a bit
That's
different.
the
But
problem. It's like you got to be, see, he looks kind of hard. He's got a lot of serrations in his nose, and now
yeah,
he's
yeah,
going to look a little bit softer. Oh, he's still
yeah.
there. It's still not bad, but the color is a little off.
And the continuity is a bit off. He
Yeah.
ran in that
All
direction,
of a
but
sudden
he
he
like,
appears, right? Watch,
yeah,
he
it's like
turns the corner, and
teleports.
now he's, oh, you're right. The continuity's way off.
Yeah, yeah.
You're fired.
Uh, but
But
Nick, I have to really run. I have a meeting at 4:30.
okay,
Uh, yeah. But thank you
cool.
for this. This was
Oh,
really
I loved meeting you, and I'm glad you showed up. You helped make this class really awesome. Not class, this meetup really amazing. So I really appreciate it.
no worries. Thank you. Hopefully next time as well.
All right. Bye bye.
Yeah. See you. All right.
All right, that was cool. I got little special effects here. Woohoo! So that was our first meeting. We're pretty much out of time anyways. So I want to thank Roy for showing up. He just signed up into school, into this community, 2 seconds before he joined the class, and I really appreciate him coming in because we were able to share some great information about what he's looking for, and being fresh out of uni, it gives it a fresh perspective for the group, and I look forward to meeting more people. Um, and I hope that you guys will all come to next week's meeting. Now, tomorrow is Wednesday. Wednesday, we'll be talking about Nano Banana. Because we are using Zoom, we are limited to 40 minutes. So essentially, I'm limited to 30 minutes in each video. I'm hoping that today's announcement at school's weekly meeting, they will be announcing the streaming service that supposedly is coming very soon. I'm hoping that they will be announcing that soon. And then on Thursday, next week, I think, if you get to level 3, we will be starting our 30-day challenge. And I'm looking forward to starting that with you. So until next time, come on. There we go. Until next time. Bye bye.